Good morning, Deputy Kindig's here. He lets me in first thing in the morning. Now the doors aren't unlocked yet when I get here. I want everybody to come in through the main door. Deputy Tyler, I guess, is flourishing over in Three Rivers. We don't see him anymore. Maybe we'll go visit him. Good morning, Mr. Stickley.
What?
And good morning, everyone. Some of you have got a pretrial, some of you have got an arraignment. We got a lot to do. The arraignment is the process where the judge tells you what you're charged with and asks you how you wish to plead to the charge. We actually have 31 people set for one thing or another this morning, actually more than that, about 34. So I'm going to try to do this as efficiently as I can, but it is going to take me a while because I can only call one case at a time. We have a number of people with no insurance. Let's see here. Robert Adams isn't here. Let's start with Elizabeth Anton. Would you come forward, please? Come right up to the podium. Right there. You're the first one, so everybody will now follow your example. When I call your name, give the top copy of your advice of rights to the bailiff, and then go over to the podium. Everything is being recorded. It's also being live streamed, but when you're at the podium, you're in frame for the camera, and the voices activate the cameras. I think, Mr. Stickley, we may be, for the first time in many years, fully staffed at the prosecutor's office. Kudos to Miss Davis if she's pulled it off. They hired a new assistant prosecutor, Angelique Camfield, who is very experienced in other counties. And Ms. Stoll just took the bar exam, and I think she's gonna start. I saw her yesterday. So that would get them to 5 people, prosecutor, chief assistant, 2 very experienced assistants, Mr. Gabriel and Ms. Camfield, and a new lawyer. So that would be great. One of the benefits would be they could have more people to help us with these misdemeanor arraignments. I'm looking for your file. So we start out with a big thud because you're not in here. Ooh, all right, well, let me find it. That's odd. I'm not crazy. You're not in the queue. I might be crazy, but you're not in the queue. So let me find it separately. I don't know what happened to Elizabeth Anton.
Online.
Am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
All right, you got a ticket for driving without a valid. Oh. A valid operator's license. That might be our most common ticket. No, I can't even find it that way. Let me look at the file number. Elizabeth Anton. No wonder I can't find it. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Lane Anton?
Yes.
They've got the ticket written as Anton Elizabeth Lane.
Oh, okay.
So no wonder I can't find it. So you must be in here under Lane, L-A-Y-N-E, so the name is wrong. But anyway, you got a ticket for no license ever applied. Shows that you don't have one. It is a minor.
Michigan.
Do you have a license now?
I have an Indiana license, or I'm from Indiana.
Yes. Do you have an Indiana license?
No, that's the one that's suspended.
Okay, so that's the way they charged it, like this. Often, we're a border county, so we get lots of people from Indiana. And sometimes when they have an Indiana suspension, it shows as this, no license ever acquired. It's a misdemeanor in Michigan, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Normal fine is $100 plus costs, and I would give you time to pay the fine. They allege that this happened on July 5th. At 8 o'clock at night, Main and Clark Street here in Centerville. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
All right. Are you working on getting your Indiana license?
Yes, I'll have that in a matter of weeks.
You can just give it about time.
All right, well, at this point, the prosecutor probably wouldn't do anything to amend the charge. If you come in with a valid license, they could amend it to something that wouldn't show up on your driving record. What do you have to do to get your license back?
Well, I have a piece of paper that I have to, I don't know, show the BMV and pay a reinstatement fee, I think so.
Okay. How'd you get here?
I did not drive. Someone else drove me.
All right, I'll set this out a month. Set a pretrial for September 11th. Gosh. For you to bring Indiana license. We should take a look at that case. She's in the system as Anton Elizabeth Lane, and her name is Elizabeth Anton, so I couldn't find the file. That'll be a Thursday, September 11th at 8:30 here at bring proof of Indiana license. All right, at this pace, I'll be done about midnight with all these cases. So let's see if I can go a little faster. All right, I will see you on September 11th.
All right, thank you.
And hopefully you'll have success with the Indiana DMV, and the county prosecutor would be likely to cut you some sort of a plea agreement, and you could pay a fine and keep your license. So you do what you need to do at the Indiana end.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Michelle Bidelman.
Yeah.
Good morning. Are you Michelle Lynn Bidelman?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, let me get your ticket. If I can find yours. Boy, that lady isn't there under Lane either. I don't know where she is, but I did find it. Miss Bidelman, at least you're in the queue. 1343. You got a ticket for driving on a valid license. No, wrong case. Let's take a look at it. You got a ticket July 7th at 5:54 a.m. Well, you 131 on Lover's Lane. Do you work in the RV industry?
I work at American Axle.
All right, it was real early. You're almost to work.
Yeah.
No proof of insurance and no license.
I do have my proof of insurance with me that didn't have in the vehicle at the time.
Yes.
And I got my temporary instruction permit and I just have to go in and get the driver's test done.
All right, very good. And you did not drive here today,
No,
according to
sir.
the bailiffs.
I would,
Well,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I would probably recommend, because she's gonna end up getting it, maybe, kicking it to a free trial.
I was gonna do the same thing as the last case. What we want is for everybody to get their driver's license. If I had a magic wand, I'd tap everybody on the head and give them their license back. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get suspended. And sometimes people just never got a license.
And that was my
So
case.
you're in the- Well, it's time to get one.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm gonna set a pretrial. Same day, 9/11/25 at 8:30. You and the last lady, Miss Anton, can come in and show them you got a license. Now, what you need is one of those cars that automatically parallel parks. And you just push a button, then I've seen more than a few people that didn't pass the first time around because of the parallel parking. I'm not too good at it myself. Are you missing work right now?
Yes, I am.
How long you been at American Axle?
Almost 3 years.
Good for you. All right, we're gonna have you miss again. Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 8:30. Bring proof of full license. And insurance. Oops. All right, Ms. Bidelman, I'm guessing you're gonna pass your test and come in here with a valid license. And there's a charge called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code that the prosecutor often uses in cases like this. It doesn't carry any points and it doesn't go on your driving record. So it would be a charge where you'd have to pay a fine, but it wouldn't affect your ability to keep your license. So good luck with your driver's test. I set it out a month away in case you need to do it more than once. But let's take a shot at this on September 11th. Hopefully you'll come in here with a driver's license. All right, you're good to go. Brandon Fisher. Good morning, sir. Are you Brandon Michael Fisher?
Yes, sir.
You came here from Flint this morning?
No, I'm down here for school,
Where do you go to school?
Glen Oaks Community College.
All right. Are you living in the dorms?
No, I live in Three Rivers right now.
Hmm.
Just renting a place.
What are you studying?
Electrical. I'm an electrical apprentice.
Well, all right, I hope you like it here. This ain't the greatest. You got charged with impaired driving. That almost never happens. The charge is almost always driving while intoxicated, and impaired would be a lesser charge. They charge this on the ticket with impaired, so let's talk about it. Impaired driving is a misdemeanor. It's under the motor vehicle code. It carries a fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, fine of up to $300, up to 93 days in jail, not 93 days, up to 93 days. And it puts a restriction on your license, which would allow you to drive to and from and in the course of employment. You were at M60 and Heimbaugh Road, which is near my house, and you were out of it. Driver was passed out behind the wheel. Driver woke up and hit the gas pedal. It was 3:35 a.m. Not much good happens at 3:35 a.m. July 20th was a Saturday night into Sunday morning. Your blood alcohol came back at a 0.05. I don't know if they took your blood and determined anything else was in there. The lawful limit for operating while intoxicated is 0.08, but you were apparently either quite tired or quite impaired or otherwise, so they actually charged it as impaired. Mr. Stickley, did you have a chance to discuss this with him?
We didn't have a chance to have an in-depth discussion, Your Honor, no, but it's tricky. It might be a generous offer, but at the same time, even impaired can lead to other consequences. I would
Advise you, do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
I think that would be appropriate, Your Honor.
This gentleman is the chief public defender. He's not just here for fun, although he does enjoy it, but he's here to look out for your rights. And I tend to agree with him. I think you could use a lawyer to help you with this. Do you have any objection to that? Or you have to say yes or no.
Yes, or no. I don't know.
That wasn't a very good question. Is that a yes or no question? Yes. You wish me to appoint a lawyer for and plead not guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, plead not guilty, appoint an attorney. And set an attorney pretrial for September 5th. We're gonna be busy that day also. Classes will have started by then. I don't know if you have a Friday morning class on September 5th at 8:30. But we'll take a further look at this. I don't know if they did a blood test and there was something else in your system, or if you're on medication that might interact with alcohol, or you just hadn't slept for 2 days. But that ain't a good place to fall asleep. There have been several fatal accidents right at that corner. M60 and Heimbaugh met more than a few bad accidents at that intersection. All right, you go with the court officer and I'll see you on September 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Colin Potter. Mr. Fair, you're here for a pretrial this morning. Did you, Mr. Potter, come up to the podium? Did you get any of the other stuff taken care of?
Yeah, I just came in and paid off the rest of that fine from last time,
So-
and then I'm just waiting for the.
All right, we'll wait for the prosecutor to line up. Because I checked yesterday, you hadn't paid it, but I see you
Yeah, I
did.
had it right up here to pay it.
All right, very good.
What state is it?
Sorry, I got that song in my head. I heard the Indigo version this morning. Go Girls. It's been covered by everybody from Jerry Reed to James Taylor, but it's a very good song. Don't think twice, it's all right. All right, you're Colin Clayton Potter, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're from LaGrange. You got a ticket, the same ticket as the other lady earlier from Indiana, no ops ever. Let's take a look at your situation. You got charged with no license ever applied. I guess that's it. No operator in possession of a warning and disobeying a stop sign. No license ever applied is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. And let's take a look at your driving record. I suspect, like the last lady, you've got Indiana issues. Here it just shows nothing. What's your status?
Your Honor, we have some proofs he needs to show the prosecutor,
Yeah.
so if we could maybe enter a not guilty for now, take a pass, if I could track somebody down.
All right, have a seat. We're hopeful that when we get fully staffed, we'll be able to do these pretrials. When the ordinance cases come, the city attorneys are here for Three Rivers and Sturgis and Constantine and even White Pigeon. And we can deal with them right then. Come here from Granger, hopefully we can get somebody to address this. So you do have some proof of license and.
And insurance.
All right, very good. Have a seat. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Ashley Gonzalez. Good morning. We've got probably several of these today. Good morning. Are you Ashley T. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Judge Middleton, you're from Kalamazoo.
Yes.
You got a ticket for driving without insurance. And we get lots of those. We didn't used to. But they can run your license plate and tell whether the car is insured. They didn't used to be able to do that. So they can tell whether the car is insured. Not having insurance on your car is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of not more than $500 and not less than $200. It also requires that you be fingerprinted because it's punishable by more than 93 days in jail. Do you have insurance now?
I got insurance literally the next day.
All right, you have proof of it with you?
Yes.
Who's your carrier?
Geico?
There's a lesser charge that the last gentleman was charged with no proof of insurance. No insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail and a big fat fine. That means you didn't have insurance. No proof of insurance means you didn't have the little slip in the car. And that's a civil infraction. That's punishable by a fine of up to $150. And what usually happens when people show that they do have insurance, Mr. Stickley will confer with the prosecutor's office. And if they show proof of insurance, the prosecutor would be willing to reduce it to a civil infraction. So I'm going to ask you to have a seat along with Mr. Potter, and Mr. Stickley will confer with the prosecutor here when we get a break.
Thank you.
So don't go away. See if we can take care of you in this trip. We've got a couple more of those. Let's see who else got that. Jennifer Howard. She here? Jennifer Howard from Edwardsburg. I'll come back to that one. Jennifer Mo. What's up with that? Yesterday we had 10 people scheduled, 2 showed up. Patrick Wilson. I guess the kind of people that drive with no insurance don't show up for court. All right, let's talk to the people that are here. Brandon Reuter.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Are you Brandon Reuter?
Reader, yes, sir.
How do you say it?
Reader.
Reader, sorry about that. You got charged with no cycle endorsement. Let's take a look at the actual ticket.
What?
I think it should be just no operator's license.
I was gonna say,
Sometimes it comes out on the
like I
face
definitely
sheet.
got pulled over in my truck.
A.L. Jones Road and M60. No license ever applied. Crime of the day, same as the last folks. You were going back to the future at 74 and a 55. Rather than charge you with speeding, they issued a ticket for impeding traffic, which was a break. Just as a tip, the cops sit out there at M60 near the landfill and write a ton of tickets, people blasting up and down M60. And they write a lot of tickets on 131, all the American Axle people driving late to work. The state police sit on 131, the sheriff sits here. So we get a lot of tickets right from this location. And you were going too fast and they pulled you over. So let's take a look at your driving record. State ID from Michigan. Do you have your license now?
No, I'm still working on getting it back because it got suspended in Indiana. And then when I moved to Michigan, I got the runaround from Michigan about getting my license because of Indiana.
Yeah, you can't get a Michigan license
And-
till you get unsuspended.
And then when I paid all my fines from Indiana, now Michigan still won't issue me a license and nobody will tell me why.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's old. You haven't had anything on Michigan
And forever.
in 10 years, 12 years. Out of state withdrawal, jurisdiction, Indiana. Driving privileges out of state, suspended 7/13/16 through indefinite from Indiana. I don't know if I've ever seen this. So you got an Indiana suspension from 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Which means you shouldn't be blasting at 75, 4 and a 55
No,
to call attention to yourself.
no, I
Tell
didn't even
everybody-
realize how fast I was going. That was what I told the cop too, because my speedometer in my truck is off.
7:08 a.m. That's early. We headed to work.
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
I work at Spar Technologies. I'm a bike builder for different Walmarts and stuff.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stickley, you got a thought here?
My only thought is sometimes these Indiana things seem to get worked out relatively quick. So if he wants to take a quick shot at it, maybe we enter a not guilty plea, set up for a free trial in a couple of weeks.
All right, well, it's gonna be incumbent upon you to deal with Indiana. Now, when you say nobody will, your problem is with the Indiana DMV, not Michigan. if you can show a clearance from Indiana, and you now live in Michigan,
Mhm.
but yeah, this stuff is more than 10 years old. How'd you get here?
My wife.
All right, very good. That's a long commute from Kalamazoo to Indiana for, what kind of bikes do you make?
I mean, just whatever Walmart needs.
They call
Refill
those
their rack.
BSOs,
Yeah,
bicycle shaped objects.
yeah, pretty much.
Where do they do that?
We just travel around.
Oh,
to
so
the-
you go to that Walmart,
Yeah,
put them
and
together
different-
at that store?
Yeah, each different store is different.
Huh, that's interesting. There's a video channel that I watch sometimes on YouTube, The Bike Farmer from Wisconsin, and he does a lot of bicycle repair stuff. I'm not very good at bicycle repair, but I would like to learn more. All right, we're gonna be busy. I'm gonna set pretrial for 9/11/25 at 8:30. Bring proof of license. For everybody else, when you're driving down M60 near the West Side landfill, slow down. Thursday, 9/11/25, 8:30. Bring proof of license. They can cut you a break on this, which would be a charge, which would not prohibit you from getting a license. That's up to the prosecutor. The prosecutor makes the charge, not the judge. The judge does the sentence if there's a conviction on the charge, but I don't have the discretion to dismiss a charge or alter it. That's up to the prosecutor. So I'll see you on September 11th. Wrestle with Indiana. See whatever you can get, bring whatever paperwork you can get from Indiana or Michigan SOS, but you got a little more than a month. But you got some homework to do, because I want you to work on getting your license straightened out.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're good to go.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Iris Lopez Cortez. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you Iris Lopez Cortez?
Yes,
How do you say it?
just like that. You said it right.
Okay. You were driving down US 12 at 8 o'clock at night on September 5th, which was the holiday weekend. You got a ticket for open intox,
It
tinted
was,
windshield, and impeding traffic. 2 liquor bottles inside the vehicle. Windshield clock going 70, not 55. Usually the only people that get tinted windshield tickets happen in Sturgis.
yeah, it wasn't at night. It was in the morning. I was on my way to work.
Oh, let me see, 7:54 AM. Where do you work?
McDonald's in Sturgis.
You drive from South Bend to Sturgis?
I was living with my cousin for a while, so I got a job at McDonald's. So
I was hanging out with my cousin the day before and they left bottles in there. And I had work the next day, so I didn't remember the,
All right, yeah, it was 4th of July. Mr. Stickler, are you willing to talk to the prosecutor on this?
Yeah, I could do that, or we could set up for a free trial. whatever works.
She's all the way from South Bend. Let's see if you
All right.
can. All right, have a seat. Are you still working at McDonald's in Sturgis?
yeah.
Are you go from South Bend to Sturgis now, or are you still living over here?
Yeah, I still work at McDonald's, just only the weekends.
Okay. All right, have a seat. We'll have Mr. Stickler see if we can get some help. Oops. Put that on. All right, Clinton Weiderberg. I don't think I've taken one plea this morning. Good morning, sir. Are you Clinton Joseph Weiderberg?
Yeah, Weederberg,
Weiderberg, you're from Vicksburg?
yeah.
Probably Vicksburg. I know how to say it right. Weiderberg, you got a ticket for July 4th, the day before this last lady, 11:51 at night, driving suspended, refusing a preliminary breath test and improper plate. The most serious charge is the driving suspended. Let's see why you're suspended. You're revoked. You have
14
been
years ago.
for a long time. Secretary of State Driver License Appeal Division's got a long memory. You got 2 drinking driving offenses 15 years ago, and your license has been suspended ever since. You haven't had a ticket, at least in Michigan, for 10 years. Driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Carries 2 points and requires your license be suspended. The fact that you refuse a preliminary breath test is a red flag. Mr. Stickley, what's your thought here?
I would recommend you plead not guilty and we actually get an attorney. It's kind of an interesting situation.
Mr. Weiderberg, do you have any objection to that?
No, I don't.
Are you missing work right now?
Yeah, my boss dropped me off as he's out bidding some work right now.
Where do you work?
With a WT tree, forestry.
Oh,
I'm
logging
a
stuff?
tree climber.
Well, that used to be the most dangerous job in America. It might still be.
It's a fun one.
Have you ever done anything to try to get your license back?
They basically want me to pay about $5,000 for a lawyer.
Yeah, the problem is, even though it's 15 years ago, they continue the suspension and they want to know that you're not drinking, and this refusing a preliminary breath test is going to be a red flag for them. So you're not going to be able to get your license. You are between the proverbial rock and the hard place.
I feel stuck with
And you're
the
stuck with it.
situation.
Yes. All right.
I was speaking with the lawyer about it and what I have to do. I had to close out.
It's a long
things.
process, and
Yeah.
you're not, as I said,
Oh, yeah.
you're a couple of years away from being able to get it back.
It's a
The
pain.
fact that you're driving and you won't take a breath test is gonna scare them.
Mhm.
All right, appoint an attorney. Set attorney pre-trial. Or. Hello. Did you have a pre-trial with the prosecutor?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That means there's somebody doing it. Set attorney pre-trial for. Mr. Fair, why don't you go out and check in at the counter and let them know that you're here for a pre-trial? Oops. That'll be 9/5/25 at 8:30. We'll get a lawyer to help you with this, but don't drive anymore to make it worse. But you're in a tough spot. My advice, if you're gonna, I don't know what to say. They didn't do any further evaluation. But when you refuse a preliminary breath test, that'll suspend your license further.
Yeah, Ola was driving a mile home, but somebody.
All right, well, don't say any more about it. I'm not unwilling to hear what you have to tell me, but I don't want you to compromise your rights. This is Nottawa and Wasippi Road, which is officially out in the middle of nowhere. Amish country. All right, anyway, you go with the court officer. We'll get a lawyer to help you with this. All right, thanks. Kenneth Gonzalez Prado. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Let me look at your ticket. Kenneth Bayardo Gonzalez Prado. That's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
You live in Constantine?
Yep.
All right, you've
correct.
got no ops ever acquired and defective equipment and license plate light.
Yep.
We've had a bunch of these. No ops ever acquired is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail, fine of up to $500. This just shows not up for driver's license. You ever have a license in another state?
Yeah.
Where's that?
I got this license, sir.
All right, let's see what you got.
Yeah. So,
Where's it from?
Sorry?
What state is it from?
he has an international translation card.
All right, let me see it.
Just order this on.
I don't know. Did you get it in the store? Or you mailed it to me? Maybe I get it.
This isn't a driver's license. Not sure what it is. I ask people sometimes where they got it, and they said La Tienda. They bought it at a store in Elkhart. This has a QR code that doesn't connect to anything. It's often hard to determine what are valid licenses and what aren't. Where did you get this?
On a store called Multi-Express,
Yes,
located in Elkhart, Indiana.
yeah. There used to be a store in Key West where you could get a Conch Republic passport, which looked like a passport. And you could become a citizen of the Conch Republic. And people were using those like for international travel. Anyway, this isn't a driver's license. It's something you bought at a store. It doesn't connect anything. They're cheating people. Did you ever have a license somewhere else?
No.
All right, well, this ain't a driver's license, but, it's good, I guess, for ID. So this charge is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Normal fine is $100 plus cost. Do you wish to plead guilty to that charge, or you want to plead not guilty and have me have an attorney for you? What would you like to do?
I already fixed the lights on the car. That's what I get the ticket in first place, the defective equipment.
Yes,
I
so
already
we'll
fixed it.
dismiss that one, the defective equipment, when you fix the
The-
light bulb.
The defective equipment was the lights on the plate.
Yes, and that's been fixed.
Yeah, I already fixed it, all that, so it's working right now.
All right,
For the driver license, so I
that'll
make
save you
all the paperwork.
$105. Are you willing to plead to the no valid ice lops?
Sorry?
Are you willing to plead to not having a valid driver's license?
Yeah.
Or anybody threaten you to get you to do that?
Sorry?
Anybody threaten you to try to get you to plead to that charge
No,
or promise you anything?
no.
Well, what you have there is not a driver's license. How'd you get here?
My wife is here. She
Very
drove.
good. Like I said, it could be an ID, but if it was that easy, people would just go to La Tienda and buy a driver's license, but it's not. It doesn't, do you have residency, lawful residency status?
I'm trying to get my resident right now.
All right, that's half of the battle, because unless you have lawful residency status, you can't get a license. There's nothing bad on here. The other gentleman had 2 drunk driving convictions, which were like a millstone around his neck. He can't get a license because he's got that. You don't have anything. You don't even have a speeding ticket. The problem is you can't get a license unless you get lawful residency status. That wasn't always the way it was, but after September 11th, they changed the rules. Every once in a while, I'll see some old timer that's been here for a long time that had a valid license before that, and then it got lapsed. All right, I'm going to dismiss taillight. Ticket fixed. It's called a fix-it ticket. If you fix it, they'll dismiss it. Which I just did. Where were you going?
When you go to the gas station, it's like a half mile or less of where I'm living right now. So I just go to buy something on the gas and go back to the house. So the officer followed me to the house and get me the ticket on my house where I'm living right now.
All right, well, don't do it anymore, because next time they'll see you, they'll pull you over again.
Okay.
It's $100 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee, $225.
I
Can
have
you
to
pay
pay
that
it
to-
right now. I'm sorry. I just have to pay it right now.
No, I give you 30 days if you need it.
Okay. I would appreciate it, sir.
Due September 8th. The other ticket's dismissed, which saves you $105. That's our first actually plea of the morning. Those things look pretty good. The store's got a pretty good market going, selling those things, but they don't have any value as a driver's license.
I'm gonna check that with the store, sir.
They're cheating people. All right, you go, take that envelope. You're free to go. You can bring in money, send a certified check or money order, or pay online.
I only had to pay in check or can come here.
You
to
can
pay?
come here and pay, or you can pay with a credit card online.
Okay, thank you very much. That's it,
All right.
sir.
Yes, you're good to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Good day.
Yeah. All right, we're working on one more arraignment. Then we'll take up our pre-trials and Mr. Stickley, then maybe we'll let you sneak out and talk to the prosecutor on the people that are waiting. Actually, I have two people. William Hewitt. So far, they haven't, shouldn't even say this. Figured out how to do a fake QR code. So the legitimate licenses have a QR code that connects to something. Are you William Christopher Huey?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Huey, good morning. Let me. You're charged with driving suspended at Coon Hollow and Kerr Creek Road near 131 on July 18th, 25. Let's take a look at your driving record. You are revoked. I have been for a while. We've met before. I went to school with Bill Huey. Was that your dad?
Yes, sir.
I think we talked about that before. He's passed away, hasn't he?
No.
Billy Huey still alive?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good to hear. You got lots of old baggage on your driving record, and you got about 6 or 7 prior driving suspendeds. The best I can say is under the new status of the law, I would give you a fine and time to pay it. But driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Carries 2 points and requires that your license be suspended, which it already is. How do you plead to this charge?
I want to plead not guilty.
All right. 8, 7. All right. Okay, the prosecutor may advocate for a jail sentence. They may also charge it to driving suspended second offense. You've got, I don't know, 6 or 7 prior driving suspendeds, plus several drinking driving convictions, which are what is jamming you up. Are you trying to get?
Them are old.
Yeah, they don't ever go away. 30 years later, they still forget about or don't forget about it. All right. Well, do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
I would kind of like to talk to somebody. I mean,
All right,
I
so
am
just a
I am
pretrial?
trying to change my life around.
All right, we'll set a pretrial for 9. I'll set it sooner. I got too many set for that day. Are you missing work right now?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Clark Logic, 3 Rivers.
That's a good place. Jamie Clark's a good guy. Do you have to drive for them?
My boss picks me up.
Clark Logic's been a great employer for my sobriety court, been very supportive. And he works with his guys like this, have a job, pick them up. All right, I'm gonna set it for 8/21/25 at 8:30. Wants to talk to the prosecutor. I hope to get back to the day when we can have a prosecutor talk to you right now, but we aren't quite there. Miss Davis has been much more receptive to that than Mr. Marvin was.
I know I have a bad history with my driving record and all, but, 50 years old, I'm trying to get. I want to
Well,
do right.
sometimes it's time
I
to,
messed it up, I know,
it's time to change our ways.
and I'm working on it.
All right, Mr. Huey, I will see you on the 21st of August. Ryan Klein. Another no-show. All right. Famous Cammy Becker is here, so I can do her case. We got a lot of no-shows, which we'll come back to and address. Brian Lewis Klein of Edwardsburg, Brandon Ransbottom. Brandon Ransbottom, we're gonna do in order to show cause. Mr. Stickley, this would be a good time for you to check in with the prosecutor on those. I didn't get anything back. Have you guys got any paperwork on Miss Becker? She said she had a pretrial with the prosecutor, but I didn't get the file back. Miss Becker, have a seat. This may take me a minute to find your file.
Was I supposed to meet with the prosecutor?
Yes,
I was?
yeah.
Oh, I haven't not done that.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, I'm not ready for you yet then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Want me
you
to
were
go
set
right
for
out
a
there?
pretrial.
I was.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I misunderstood.
As
Well,
did I.
why don't you take her out and we'll,
Did you already check?
all right, Brandon Lee Ransbottom, no ops from Bronson, failed to appear. We'll try an order to show cause first. File number 251344. Brian Lewis Klein. That's the dude from Wisconsin who was supposed to zoom in. Did not. Warrant remains out. Mr. Klein, this is file 241295ST. He called the court and asked for special permission to zoom in because he was in Wisconsin. And I allowed it, but he hasn't zoomed in. Maybe the time is different in Wisconsin. It's a different day or something. So he has a warrant out presently, and I guess it's gonna stay out. Patrick Wiltsey of Bronson failed to appear on multiple charges. That's the first appearance. He came into the counter and the ticket wasn't ready yet. So they gave him a notice for today, but he's not here. So Mr. Wiltsey, we were ready for you, but he didn't show up. We'll try order to show cause first. As I said, I have 13 pretrials And I was hopeful that the prosecutor was out conducting them. When I saw Miss Becker, I thought maybe they had. Jennifer Moe. She knows enough to be here. She's not here, and we're gonna do a show cause on her too. All this is a waste of time. Because if she were here, we could deal with it, but if she isn't, we can't. The other option is issue a bench warrant. I'm gonna try and order to show cause first. If I had more time, I'd call her and wake her up. Michelle, are there people out there waiting for a pretrial?
Yes, people have been seen and we have not.
Okay, so sometimes maybe they get a lawyer for them or they dismiss the charge. Jennifer,
I'm going to take your paperwork to the clerk, sir.
not yet. Jennifer Howard, 251346 SM, has failed to appear. She's from Edwardsburg. Let's see.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
It never is. Defendant FTA for arraignment. Tried to call without success. Try order to show cause first. Jennifer Howard, you missed your court date. You need to get in here and take care of it. So find Jennifer Mao.
Two, 6, 9, 2, 5, 5.
Hi.
Hi, Brian Klein was struggling to get logged in through Zoom, but now he's trying on a friend's phone. He was to.
Yes, he was the Wisconsin
Yeah.
guy.
So he's trying again.
All right. Okay, here's what I got so far. How are they doing on the pre-trials?
They're coming in, we've had some attorney requests and some civil infraction requests. I think they're still working on them.
Okay, there were 13 of them, so.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. An attorney means it gets set for a pretrial conference. Civil infraction means they completed the civil infraction without coming into the courtroom. So either way, they're resolving the cases, but they don't have to come in here. My last regular arraignment is Robert Adams. He's from Three Rivers. No insurance. Defendant FTA for arraignment. Try OSC first. While you were gone, Mr. Stickley, I tried to call a couple people and wake them up, but I wasn't successful. All right, now we do have a couple of cases that maybe needed a little help from the prosecutor. So we took a break and Mr. Stickley went out. Ashley Gonzalez has proof of insurance. And what'd you find out on that one?
Ashley Gonzalez are willing to do no proof, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Gonzalez, would you come up to the podium? Who'd you speak to?
I talked to Mr. Romero. on all three.
Thank you, Josh. I didn't go to trivia last night, but I expect he probably won again. Ms. Gonzalez, the prosecutors agreed to dismiss this misdemeanor charge for a civil infraction charge of no proof of insurance. That's punishable by $150 fine. Are you willing to admit to that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't have this proof of insurance in your car at the time, and then later the same day you got insurance.
Yes, sir.
Very good. What do you do in Kalamazoo?
Right now, I'm in between jobs. My boyfriend works out here, and that's why I'm out here every day.
Out in St. Joe County?
No, I'm not out here, where I got pulled over, American Axle.
Okay. All right, well, so fine is $150 by 30 days, which is 809,825. You can pay it right now if you want to, but you can use a credit card. Or send in a certified check or money order or bring in green cash. But you're good to go.
Thank you.
So it's not a crime, it's a civil infraction.
Okay, and where do I go if I wanted to pay
Right
something
down
on
here
right
at the
now?
counter.
Just at the counter?
Mhm.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right.
good.
Yes, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Colin Potter.
Can I see it? Yes. So here's the details.
Good morning.
He showed proof of the driver's license being reinstated and the insurance. The prosecutor's office is going to dismiss Mr. Potter's case.
Oh, wow. What about, and altogether?
The driving while license and the no proof, yeah. So the no trips, yeah.
There's a stop sign. They're gonna dismiss that too.
I didn't have that one, Your Honor, for some reason. I apologize. I guess that'll go back. Is it a civil infraction?
Yes, under, that would be a $120 fine. The other charges would be dismissed.
He's caught a pre-trial. I apologize. I
right, well,
did not bring that up.
All right, we'll set them aside. I should have given you the file. I'm
See if I
sorry.
can grab that in a second.
Iris Lopez Cortez. Had an open intox where she said it wasn't hers. She was driving to work. She had a defective equipment and an impeding traffic.
So, Your Honor, if she takes the speeding, they will dismiss the rest.
All right. Are you folks here on the Colon case?
Yeah.
All right. Hi.
Could I get Ashley Gonzalez case?
All right. Well, it's not even actually speeding. It's impeding traffic.
They're impeding. Okay.
It's a special kind of speeding that doesn't carry any points. It does carry $105 fine. So they're going to dismiss the defective equipment and dismiss the open intox misdemeanor if you plead to impeding traffic, which is a very watered down kind of speeding ticket. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you willing to admit to that?
Yeah.
All right. I guess it says you were going 70. All right, impede traffic fine. Is $105 by fee schedule. Our fee schedule is much lower than other counties. If this was Kalamazoo County, it'd probably be $270 or something, but Can you pay that within 30 days? $105?
Yeah.
I'll make that due by August. Excuse me, September 8th. Well, Mr. Fair and Miss Becker both have gone out to see the prosecutor. There's your information. Jenny, if Mr. Klein can you can get an email address from him, I can send him a message to join. But he's not having any success logging in. Ms. Cortez, you're free to go.
I can leave it.
You can just pay it right here if you want to, right at the counter.
I'll just wait.
All right.
Thank you.
Brandy Brown. Brandy, why don't you just sit right there next to your PO?
Mr. Klein has been in contact with us. He first told us that his phone broke, so he couldn't use Zoom for right now. He's downloading Zoom, so he can log on.
Well, he is what's called a giant pain in the neck, and unless he does it quite soon, we aren't gonna be able to do it today.
Okay, we'll like that. Thank you, Jen.
This is file number 222311 ST, Brandy Marie Brown. Brandy's here with her probation officer, Daniel Frazine. This is just a consult. I kind of try to stay in contact with Miss Brown. She had a bad accident where she got an injury, which really debilitated her. And she's been recovering from that. Daniel and I discussed this, a few weeks ago, and he said, well, let's just have her come in for a consultation. So Daniel, what's the status here?
Well, last I have is she owes $25 on 2018-69 ST, never paid on 21-13-13-11-1080. It's an ordinance, and never paid on 23-11 ST. She did pay off one or two of the other cases, but she got a new citation, 25-9068882.
Just slow down.
25-9068882, which I have, she still owes 120, but I do believe she made a payment today. I don't know on which one that went to. Probation was usually the last one that it goes to, so. But I'm not sure you can charge anything for probation. I think you're just charging her to.
I just had her on probation to get. So did you make a payment today, Miss Brown?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
How much did you pay today?
$50.
All right. What I would like to do is get everything paid and get off your back. What's the new ticket for?
It said that when he pulled me over, he told me I stopped just past the stop sign. But the ticket says I failed to obey a stop sign, but I'm fighting that ticket because actually this time I was not wrong.
All right, well, how are you doing with your recovery?
I'm doing a lot better. I still need help here and there, but I take care of myself to pretty much. I still need help showering or dressing sometimes, but I'm doing a lot better.
All right, well. All right, now they brought, what's your name, sir?
Me?
Yeah,
Maxwell.
what's your last name, Maxwell?
Canada.
All right.
I'm here for the 10 a.m. trials.
Oh, you're just here. I thought you're certainly, it's a public courtroom. Everybody's welcome. I thought that case might generate some interest. Mr. Stickley, what else have you got for me?
On the Colin Potter matter, Your Honor, they'll dismiss the parking or the stop sign.
All right, dismiss all charges. It's a pretty sweet deal, Mr. Potter.
For sure.
for Josh Robert. You're good to go, sir.
Yeah, you're real.
All right, that finishes our arraignments. We have a number of pretrials percolating out there. Mr. Peter Fair was out there. And Cammie Becker was back. And from her world tour, she stopped by Centerville. I gotta get the file. You have $228 worth of other unpaid tickets. All right, yeah, could somebody bring me Cammie Becker's file? We're coming up on our 10 o'clock hearing. I'd like to get as much of this done before that starts. I knew this would be a busy morning. We had a lot of no-shows, which are not very efficient when the people don't show up, but they do make the morning go faster. Thank you, Josh.
Good morning.
Is Abby with us now?
Yep, Abby's with us.
All right, I had said a little announcement that she was with us. So we are fully staffed for the first time in about 10 years.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all concerned. Yes, Abby Stoll is with us also. That's very good news. All right, Cammie Jean Becker got charged with no operator's license. She had a pretrial with the prosecutor this morning. Mr. Robert has agreed to reduce it to a charge called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. That's the one that carries no points, doesn't get abstracted to your license, and won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your driving privileges. Very good. Ms. Becker, how are you doing?
I am doing extremely good.
Where are you?
Here in Centerville.
All right, you've had your ups and downs.
I
I'm
have.
glad to hear you're doing better.
I am.
Are you working someplace?
I'm not yet. I am currently watching the kids while boyfriend goes to work. But I'm currently looking. Like because ups and downs, it's a little bit more difficult than it is for others to find a job. So.
But right now you're sort of a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. Hence my little sidekick.
She was with you before.
Absolutely. She's with me everywhere.
All right. Well, the good news is this won't go on your driving record. The bad news is it carries a $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fees. That's $200. I'm going to make it part of your current payment plan.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little cutout here of what it is that you do owe.
Okay. And like I said, I just made a payment this morning, so.
All right, very good. How much?
50.
Very good. Well, we'll just send you out to the counter. I was going to give you that sheet. Here it is. They don't trust me with scissors. These are the big ones. Somebody sent me some small ones because they were afraid I'd hurt myself. Here's what you owe minus the $50 that you paid today.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go. Let me give this to the court officer. He can take you out and you can make this part of your payment plan.
Okay.
Shayna, do I have any more pre-trials coming in? All right, good luck, Ms. Becker. Maybe I won't see you for a while unless I see you.
Listen,
On
it's
my
been a
walk.
long time since you've seen me this time.
Okay, I don't mind seeing you. I just don't like seeing you in here.
Right, exactly, and I get that, and look, at least it's nothing like, before.
Yeah, well, I used to like to see you when I went through your aisle at Myers, but that isn't a thing anymore.
Unfortunately, it's not, but at least it's not what it was either.
Yes, all right, you're good to go. Thank you. All right, I think that's what I've got. We have a zoning hearing coming up here in a few moments with the esteemed Casey Strong.
There are more.
There are more. Good morning, gentlemen. Casey, I'm finishing a couple of misdemeanor matters, if I understand, are coming my way. I'd hope to get this done by 10 o'clock.
And I talked with the city attorney, he doesn't want to talk, so
Oh, the township attorney? Okay, well, all right. Please bring me some files so I can do them, because I'm about to shift gears.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Middleton's courtroom never fails to deliver a little bit of everything, and this hearing was no exception. What stood out right away was how Judge Middleton managed the flow, measured, steady, and with that trademark patience he's known for. Even when the exchanges meandered or a participant seemed to lose their footing, he had a way of pulling things back on track without raising the temperature in the room. It's a balancing act that takes skill, because you could sense that tensions wanted to bubble up at times, but he didn't let them, keeping things firmly in the lane of procedure. The defendant, whose name was clearly noted for the record, presented an interesting study in courtroom demeanor. From the way they addressed the judge, you could tell there was at least an attempt to show respect, but the tone sometimes drifted into defensive territory. It wasn't outright disrespect, more the kind of hedging and qualifying that makes you wonder whether they were fully ready to take ownership of the situation. Their body language echoed that, too, sitting upright when pressed on key points, leaning back or looking down when things got uncomfortable. It wasn't a meltdown by any means, but it also wasn't the kind of steady, consistent sincerity that tends to land well in these settings. As for the attorneys, the contrast was noticeable. One side came in more prepared, with arguments lined up and delivered with clarity. The other, while not entirely unready, sometimes seemed to be scrambling to catch up, which is always tough to watch, because once you look flustered in court, it's hard to reel that perception back in. There were moments when objections were raised, not so much to protect the record as to buy time, and Judge Middleton handled those firmly but fairly. Choba never letting the pacing stall too much. Witness testimony added another layer. Most of it was straightforward, but you could tell there were points where answers went a bit sideways or strayed into commentary rather than fact. To his credit, the judge steered those moments cleanly, ensuring the record stayed focused. No one went completely off the rails, but it's safe to say not every response would make it into a law school evidence textbook as a model example. Overall, the atmosphere was what you'd expect in this court, professional with just a touch of unpredictability. It wasn't tense to the point of breaking, but there was enough back and forth between the parties to keep everyone on their toes. A couple of lighter moments, whether intentional or not, helped take the edge off, though they didn't change the serious nature of the hearing. That's the Middleton effect. He allows just enough humanity in the room to keep it real, while still keeping firm control. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, it was another hearing where the judge's calm center kept the proceedings steady, even when the participants themselves brought in some uneven energy. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone,